Yo, it's your boy Dre from the DZN Podcast. I'm your host for this episode as always, and I am here with a few guests. Yes, not one, but a few. Let's tell y'all names to the people one time.
What's going on, y'all? I go by Jeye Q, a.k.a. Jordan QYZ. And yeah, that's me.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jacari Riggins. I go by Jacari or Jay. So yeah.
All right. I know I said I was going to tell you this earlier, but can I get a little closer to the microphone?
Of course.
Got you.
All right. And now we're going to start from how we always start on this podcast. Is a beat. It's an old beat I made. I forgot how this sounds, so I don't know how this is going to go.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm with it.
It's called Horror Music 2, produced by Retro Dre, a.k.a. myself.
All right.
And, yeah, let's move it.
Let's hear it.
That shit was tough. Not gonna lie, that was crazy. You gotta throw the cheers. Big facts.
That was
Big
tough. That was
facts.
tough.
That was crazy. You need to submit that to Stranger Things now.
I just heard like some shit about their new season too. I don't know what's going on with it. Like,
Yeah.
What was it, like an announcement? Because I never seen Stranger Things.
Never seen Stranger Things.
I haven't had Netflix for a very long time.
Damn. Well, I didn't watch the most recent season.
Okay.
Like, I didn't watch that, so I don't know.
All right.
I don't know what's going on right
Y'all
now.
need to get on that.
Okay.
Matter
Was
of
it a
fact,
good season?
I'm trying to think. Did I watch the new season? I don't even know if I saw the new season
there
of
was,
Stranger
there
Things.
was a
I
new
thought I
season that
did.
came out. Yeah, recently.
But maybe now you got me thinking. Like
I
my memory is shot though. But hey, that was fire. Not gonna lie to you, I was bumping that beginning part. I was like, oh, this is crazy. Very, very, very intense. I heard some, if anything, I would say add some strings in there. Add some strings in the beginning, make it crazy.
All right. That be old as shit. So
How old is it?
Shit came, I put that out in October.
October of last year?
Yeah, 31st.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not that old.
I mean, it's
I thought that you was going to tell me something like 2017 or something like that.
Yeah, like in the archives, you know?
Yeah, like I thought he was uncovering something crazy.
Nah, my archive shit is trash. I'm kidding. Like, I ain't know how to make beat. I ain't know how to structure anything. So I was making shit off the whim. Like, all right, whatever sounds good. Just putting loops together and shit. That's all I was doing. Because I had no idea how to structure beats. So I was like, all right, whatever sounds good, fucking. He was like, yo, this shit sound hot. I'm like, all right. Now I know how to make beats. Now I know how to mix. Like, what? thinking turn that bitch all the way up the clip and was like, all right, it's louder.
Yeah.
Gotta learn where the bus is.
Okay.
Gotta learn where distortion is and means and limiters and shit.
Right.
So live and you learn. So,
100%. That's a fact.
So this is not about me at all, though. I have two guests. Whoever wants to go first in introducing who they are and where they're from, that would be great.
Okay.
I could go first. So, again, my name is Jacari. I am from. Thank you. I am from South Florida originally. I moved to Raleigh, North Carolina about 3 years ago, and I've been here ever since. I came for college and to play soccer, and just kind of embarked on the journey and trying to find myself, and that's what brought me here. Before
you go on, how do you like it here? Do you like it here?
You know what, man?
Be honest.
I'm not built for this cold weather. So, I like the area, sure, but, I needed to go up a couple notches in terms of the degrees.
Just wait till the summertime.
For that summer weather.
No, I've been here. The thing is, I've been here this summer, and you know what? It don't faze me, okay?
Still not good enough?
No, it's good. I'll be outside, and I'm chilling in the summer.
Okay.
When it hits winter.
Then it's a problem. It's a problem.
It's a huge problem.
Shorty got 2 hoodies on right now. No, Captain.
For real. Like, I'm not, we're going to have to figure something out.
Feel you.
Now, I heard earlier, I could be wrong, you say you were of Jamaican descent?
Yeah, so on my mom's side, my family's Jamaican. Yeah.
Make some noise. If I had gunshots, I'll put them on. Everybody got gunshots.
For real?
We here for that.
Yes, facts.
Mr. Q, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So I go by Jeye Q. That's my alias. As far as artistry goes, my first name is Jordan, and I sometimes also go by Quasar. So where am I from? I'm from New York, originally the Bronx. And I just moved down to North Carolina in general about 8 months ago. Raleigh specifically, this is only my first month. So I'm very new to the area.
Oh, so my question goes directly to you. What I just asked her, do you like it here? Do you like it here?
Do I like it here? I think, okay, for the purpose of being in an environment that will allow me to think more clearly, yes. For the purpose of partying and getting lit, I haven't gotten there yet.
Preach, black man, preach.
This is not like, I have not seen like, okay, I'm gonna put it like this. When I expected to come down south, I expected in a completely different environment. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I put forth like a type of imagination like for how I wanted the environment to be, but I don't know. You see things like ATL and shit like that, and like these movies about like the current South, and I don't know. I guess I expected it to be something like that, and go to the roller rink.
ATL, North Carolina,
like that.
two different
Hey, you right.
South.
Hey, you right. But it's
I
like
think you kind of set yourself up for that disappointment.
At the same time, though, like y'all so close.
No, we're not. North Carolina ain't got a movie.
Yeah, North Carolina
ATL
don't got a movie. Dang,
Bro.
That's true.
And if it was a movie,
All North Carolina got is the baby, and that's Charlotte. We 2 hours away.
How you gonna forget about J. Cole?
Okay.
Fayetteville,
Hold
also
up.
about a
Fayetteville.
long time away.
Okay, but you're talking about turning up though.
I
J. Cole is not
turning
turn up music.
Yeah, that's
For a long time,
real
people
mental.
thought he was sleepy music.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
That's reflection. That's
fucked up.
after the party. That J. Cole is after the party.
After the party when you don't go home with no shit, no nothing. Oh man, all right.
For real.
Yeah, right. Okay, but I think that I enjoy it for what it is. I'm kind of optimistic in that sense. I'm not gonna sit here and be like it's the best place, but it's not the worst either.
Man, I'll tell y'all, for someone who's actually from here, it's boring.
Oh.
Then again, I don't be going out much, but from people I heard that even that are from here and live here, they go out much, it gets boring after a while.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all are eventually gonna get bored of this shit.
Dang, don't manifest that. We about to
Yeah.
turn this bitch up.
Yeah.
We about to turn this up.
But what I'm telling you is, this not meant to be turned up. I mean,
it's not meant.
It's not even meant.
It's doable, but you see around here after a certain time, you can only be in the house because ain't shit open. It's not meant to turn
that's
up.
True, that's true. I get what
Like
you
I know,
get
I
what you
heard
mean.
up north and stuff. Y'all can be out to like 3,
o'clock,
5 in the
it'd
morning,
be lit.
and y'all can go somewhere.
Whenever.
3, 5 in the morning here. You really can't go nowhere and have fun. You got to go the fuck home.
Said it's time
Gotta
for you to go.
gotta set up at the house.
You stay at a basketball court for too long, the cops gonna come. I can tell you from experience.
Hey,
Up north,
saying.
you can play all fucking night with the lights and shit outside. We don't even have lights outside of our court, so
damn. Oh, we gotta up y'all up.
In New York, this city you don't sleep, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's crazy. Miami sleeps.
Miami don't sleep.
Miami sleeps.
When?
Miami takes naps.
Miami takes naps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's a
take
fact.
naps.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
no, Raleigh sleeps. That's a fact. they be
They hit the snooze button.
after 2 o'clock, Raleigh sleeps.
Oh shit.
They be on the weekend, people be out partying and shit, but like after 3 o'clock, Raleigh sleeps.
All right. All right. Well, they want to get their hours in so that they can get back to this money. I respect it.
It's a tech area. It's if you want to do business in big
Triangle
ass
area.
buildings and avenues, this is where you come and raise families and shit. But you trying to like turn up and shit. No.
It's not here.
Not saying you can't, but
Limited.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'm all right with that.
Thank you for the hot tip.
Yeah, for real.
Just gotta let y'all know, since y'all new to the area, I'm just giving you a heads up.
Yeah.
So, but
That was good.
of course, there's always gonna be places to go and shit. There's other people you can talk to about that because I'm not the expert in that department. Keep it 100, but you know, just do what you can, do what you want to do.
All right.
Don't do too much because somebody might come and get you. So
Somebody might come and get you.
Why you made that so elusive?
I'm dead. All right, so let me ask you a question. Bojangles or Popeyes?
I don't even eat fast food like that. I'm gonna be honest with
I
you.
don't either, but North Carolina and their Bojangles, bro, and their cookout too, that is
Nah, cookout is crazy. I
it's
went to cookout not so long
inseparable.
ago.
I cannot stand cookout.
You didn't like it? I
That-
got a
under-
milkshake.
it's
That shit
under-
was so good.
I understand why people don't like cookout. One, them lines be long as shit after a
Oh,
certain period
nah,
of
the
time.
line was crazy.
If you go around 12 and on, go home.
I don't know
He
why.
said
you're
go.
there.
12 a.m. I mean, not 12 p.m. 12 a.m. on. to 3
Shit,
in
the only
morning.
place you could go to after the turn up is cookout.
That's why it's so packed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it sounds like we need a new restaurant.
We need more places in general just to be open.
Yeah. All right.
But you didn't answer my question though.
Yeah, you didn't.
Personally, I didn't grow up going to Popeyes like that or Bojangles, but I went to Bojangles more just off of that. I would say Bojangles because I'm not a Popeyes person.
Bojangles chicken and biscuit, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, Bojangles for me.
All right. You know, I don't personally agree, but I respect it. I 100% respect it. But
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I'm a weirdo in certain aspects of life. So certain things like fast food questions, I'm not gonna answer the typical way because I don't even eat fast food like that.
Feel that.
Recently, like a couple weeks ago, I didn't eat meat for 2 weeks.
yeah,
I just
I've been
ate-
on that too.
Okay.
I've been
I
on
just
that too.
ate
On
plant-based diet and cereal.
Hey. Now that's official. Okay.
So what's your
health
favorite?
up.
What's your favorite vegetable?
To be honest, I really don't have one. I just know that they're good for you, and I gotta eat them shits. But
For real though.
if I had to pick one, green peas, because I know how to make it
Yeah.
thoroughly, and it works for me.
Bet.
Yep.
So if I was living on my own and shit, I'm like, all right, I had to make something for a whole week. It'll be peas,
Bet.
but I'm gonna eventually figure out how to make something different because
Yeah, you can't live
I
off
want to
peas.
eat.
Yeah, for real though.
I'm gonna be hungry as shit all day. That's what I learned doing that plant-based diet for 2 weeks.
You gotta. Yeah.
I was hungry
Variety.
as shit.
Variety. For real.
And I didn't eat after like 5 o'clock either, because usually I be doing shit, but you really can't.
Wait, you didn't eat from when you woke up to 5
No,
o'clock?
like no, after 5 o'clock I stopped eating.
Oh, you stopped.
Yeah,
Okay. Got you now. Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's why they recommend like when you go that route, you have small meals throughout the day. Instead
don't
of,
have a
like,
choice.
Big meals, because if you do otherwise, you're gonna be hungry.
There's an awkward pause because there's apparently a party going on somewhere close to our vicinity.
Yo, it sounds like it's a party. Not gonna lie.
And it's very interesting.
I ain't never heard nothing like that. It's lit though.
That's wild. Either that or somebody getting their ass beat, but
I hope not.
I hope not either.
Allegedly.
It sounds like stomping.
Nah, it does.
Sounds like stomping.
We're in an undisclosed location.
Completely
Allegedly. So
undisclosed.
we not gonna. Nothing is happening right now.
Nah, they straight.
Yeah,
straight.
they're playing around. There's laughing.
Yeah.
Somebody sound like they was
Crazy.
getting their ass whooped.
Yeah, for a little second, not gonna lie.
That's what I thought. Like y'all talking about a party. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that part.
I hope not.
My body is getting stomped on right now.
Shit, that would be the worst. I don't wish that on my worst.
But I got an NY question for you because I have people I know from New York, and I have one of the person that used to be on this podcast. Well, not used to be. That was a guest on this podcast. Shout out to Travis. He's from New York. So what's the difference about New York and here that's so much of a gap? Because I know there's one. There is one. I just need to know specifically what it is.
All right, so being from New York, every time I walk down the streets here in Raleigh, there's no one walking. Everyone walks in New York. You were walking somewhere. Like, it doesn't matter where you're going. There's a lot of I could name a lot of things, but if anything, that would be the one thing. There's not as many people in motion in Raleigh as there are in New York.
Told you, sleepy town.
I got a New York question too.
Okay.
Joey Badass and Flatbush Zombies.
What about him?
You fuck with them?
Of course. Joey Bad is the greatest.
That I went to like 3 concerts back in Miami.
Yeah, I went
I have a follow-up. Pro Era versus Flatbush Zombies.
Oh.
East Coast. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can. There's a difference.
But Pro Era is not even the same no more.
It's not.
They kind of broke up a little bit. Like
They did.
if you look
how
at
many,
the original,
how many people was on there right now? Who?
It was
Joey,
it dropped down. It's
Caution,
Kirk Knight,
Kirk.
Joey. It's Nick Caution. It's Aaron Rose. He used to be A La Soul, but he changed his name to Aaron Rose. And honestly, I think that's it. Oh no. There's that producer dude. There's that producer guy. Forgot his name, but he's a producer and a DJ. But it's like
Not as many people.
compared to what it was. You had Dirty Sanchez. You had who else?
I'm not gonna lie. For you to ask me that question, I'm gonna have to go with Flatbush Zombies only because I know the people who's on Flatbush Zombies more.
I'm gonna have
Pro
to
Era?
go with Pro Era. But I'm gonna have to go with back in the day Pro Era though.
Yeah, if anything, I would say that. Like that's when
Because Flatbush Zombies have evolved as well. Not in a bad way, but
Flatbush Zombies is crazy.
it's just like I'm pretty nostalgic as a music person, and just when I first found them, the Flatbush Zombies,
Completely different.
and when I first found Pro Era, it kind of hit different.
Yeah.
It was great, but you know what? What about the underachievers?
What about ASAP Mob?
Yeah, ASAP Mob. Shit, that's not
Y'all
even the
bringing
same
up, like,
either. Since Yam's passed, it's different. It's a little different.
And ASAP Rocky doesn't rap anymore.
He
much.
doesn't really rap like
and
that.
then, my question is, ASAP Nas got the bag, the designer bag, and just dip. Like, my nigga didn't even drop a project or anything. And he can rap. That's the thing, is he can rap.
What
And
I
he
realized,
just-
I think that a lot of people from New York, once we get the bag, we realize the all the things that actually go into the business. And I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say some real reckless, but just basically like the fact that it's not as real as we want it to be.
All right, let's actually talk about that.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I think that maybe, all right, as New Yorkers, I think that we're all very real, especially as Black and Brown Americans. Everyone is very straight to the point, and it's just you get your money and you go. That's basically what we're always taught. I mean, from when I was brought up, it was just you get your bag and that's it. So I think that once they get to the echelon that they're at, it's just about making a business move and that's it. Making sure that you don't get caught up in no bullshit because you already got out of that. So maybe that's the reason why Nas did that.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of ASAP Mob really stays under the radar. You don't really hear about none of them except Rocky and Ferg.
Yeah.
And that's really it. Those are really the two hit makers. And then even in Pro Era, like you only hear about Joey. And Kirk he had a little spark. You know what I mean?
When he did that production for Nicki Minaj and all that.
Right.
But sorry. Were you about to say something? My question is like, how does that look as like when you look back on it, when you have these collectives, especially these music collectives, and only one of them is popping or only two of them are popping?
I think that's going to happen in any group because every group has their leader, their that face that kind of defines the rest of them.
Right, but then when you think about like Nipsey Hussle, he had a collective. He had the All Money In collective, and if you look back on his like his track record, his discography, he had his people featured on tracks. He was bringing them out on stage. I think when he released his Victory Lap album, he brought Jay Stone out on stage and was like, "This is my day one homie." Da 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 da. So I'm like, there's two ends to it. I agree. Like you have the face of the group, but then at what point do you put your homies on? You know?
Well, it's kind of a couple way street. The reason I say that is, do your homies really want to be on? A, and B, how many of them are you going to be able to put on? Because it's only, even though it's like they like to say, "Oh, man, it's room for everybody." No, it's not. It's only a certain amount of spots and people who really got that spark. Ferg popped because Ferg had that appeal when he dropped.
Yeah.
He came out swinging.
Yeah, he came out swinging.
And that's why he stayed.
Right.
Even though he may have had his little dip-offs a little bit, he stayed. Yeah. And you have him and Rocky just out. But, you know, it's a level. They're leveled.
It's level
like,
right.
Ferg got a name and Rocky got a name.
Yeah.
So, and the other groups, you can't really say that. Who on Pro Era besides Joey really can you say, yo,
they made a name for themselves?
Yeah.
Right.
And they got their own sound. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because the thing is, it's like Pro Era is not new. They've been around since like 2010, 2011, 2012. Oh, yeah. So it's like we in 2020 now, and it's still just Joey. And it's kind of, and when Capital Steez died, like
that was really the turning point, to be honest.
And that's the thing, same thing that I think for ASAP Mob when Yams passed. It's like, you know, like I feel like that was that spark that they had, and when they lost it, it kind of just went with them. Which I hate to say, but it's just like
that's what happens with teams, though.
It's like the big pun and fat joke thing. When like Pun died, that shit just killed like the label.
It's a community thing too, you know. Like you think about like how these music groups kind of create communities based on who they are.
So let me ask you something then. Well, let me ask you both something then and kind of switch it up. When we have leaders passing away like MLK, Malcolm X, like things like that, do you think that's the same thing in our communities as well? Like,
elaborate.
Like how you're saying, how we're saying, like, you know, that face of the movement or face of the team passes and you kind of see that dip. Maybe like you're saying like morale or just you don't have that same momentum when they were there.
Only reason I say it's a difference there because it was a bigger impact and bigger events that happened besides them just passing that came to the demise of black people after the fact. It was them passing, then the crack era. That's what really killed the black culture. Yeah. Was really crack.
So you think it was like a domino effect a bit?
Yeah, but also a little bit by design because you can't, if you want to destroy somebody, you got to destroy their leaders and destroy their people. And you got to destroy their family aspect, you got to destroy the household. And you do that one by one.
Kind of like systematic,
you cap the head, then you destroy the rest of the body piece by piece. So we're going to get y'all figureheads, supposedly, and then we're going to, put this one thing out that's going to kill everything else coming after that. So we don't want no more of these high-powered leaders that actually make y'all seem like y'all can get better than us, even though in reality y'all are. That's why we holding y'all down so long. So they do that. Then you see the homes, and it's still happening right now. That's why I was talking about earlier when we say like black people like culture is it happened from things that happened in the past like that. It killed it. Crack killed it. People say crack is whack. It's not because of the effect it had on people. It's the effect it had on our people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And nowadays you see people talking about, oh, all this drug rap dudes that ain't really saying shit. They're the descendants of the crack babies. That's who we're growing up with now.
Right.
It's not even just the crack babies from the 80s. These are the crack babies, grandbabies.
Yeah.
It's the drug era rap. It's not the pushers, it's the users now.
Well, I mean, I don't know if. Okay, so you're saying that. Okay, I see where you're going now. Hold up. Yeah.
No, because like Nipsey Hussle was saying, like, you know, have you ever seen Mama use crack? Or like he swallowing, you know, dime bags or whatever.
Right.
Crack to get away from the police. So we're not that far removed. People think the crack era is so like because we like
Xanax and oxys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're not that
That's
far
opioids.
removed. Right. And so, I mean,
they just gave crack a new name.
Exactly. But don't get me started. So, like, you know, we have these systematic ways, I guess you could say, of holding us down. Xanax, like you're saying, or, you know, crack, the racial, the prison system and the racial bias in the system. So, like, what is the solution? What do you guys think is the solution?
Well, the one I always give is I got my home, I got my plan, and the only thing I can do is look at my household, say, yo, son or daughter, when I ever have them in the future, y'all good? I got to teach them what they need to know from what I learned and what they need to know going forward. And me obtaining financial wealth to keep the family, keep them going and keep their kids going and keep the people before me in the state where they ain't got to worry about nothing else no more. They ain't got to bust their ass, go to work every day, complain about they boss or they employees not doing shit because they lazy. My job as a man in the future is to take what people have taught me and teaching me and pass it on to my future family and just build it from there. Not worry about all this other shit going on in the outside, but also keep an ear, of course, always, but not really let that bring me down. Like I said this shit when Trump got elected, bro. He not gonna stop me from making bread at all. I don't give a fuck.
At all. But the thing is, this is the best time right now to be making money, especially for the Black community. Whether you agree with like Trump or not, like obviously he not my president. Like I'm not gonna claim him. Like, but however, I will acknowledge and respect the financial climate he has kind of created for not just white people, but just people in general. Like even if you coming fresh out of jail or if you're from a lower income community, nothing's stopping you from going to get an LLC. Nothing's stopping you from going to trademark your logo. Nothing's stopping you from investing in the stock market.
I don't think anything was ever stopping us from doing that. Though.
Right, but knowledge. It was a knowledge gap.
100%.
It's not even just a wage gap.
Right.
It's more of a knowledge gap.
Yeah.
How much do you know to actually make your financial well-being better than the rest?
Right.
Or
And
the people
going
you know?
back to, how we heal the community is knowledge. Continuing to make sure that we are the face to say, and not only the face but also the mind to go forth and bring the knowledge in a understandable way.
Be the gatekeepers of our community.
Yeah.
Like how you were talking about the crack era. Like if we have ways of preventing that. Like, like how they say history repeats itself. If we already know like the effects of the crack era, if we know the effects of the prison system and how unbalanced it is and how racially unbalanced it is, what measures do we have in our communities to prevent that?
100%.
We don't have many or none, to be honest, because...
I don't know. I don't know about that. Like, I know back in New York, okay, preventative. Okay, nah. You might have something on that. Because I was going to bring up like certain like programs that are in the communities that allow for those who are coming out of the prison system to rebuild their lives, and also certain programs that aid the people while they're in usage of whatever they're doing. So I mean, there's programs to an extent. I'm not gonna say that they're completely accessible though. Not everyone is eligible. There's a lot of different discrepancies that go into it. So, I think that is just. It's like where do you kind of draw the line of what is and isn't acceptable, and how do you integrate specific groups of people into a community if you feel like they're destroying it?
You gotta remove them.
But then
that's the only way to clean it up.
But that's what the prison system is doing. That's why we're mad at the fact that cops are going into our houses and that's what they're saying.
Yeah,
but
the thing is, it's like rehabilitating not just people but the community, like we're talking about. If there's this code, if there's this system or these set of principles that govern the community and that govern these certain people, and you fall out of line at that, it's not like you got to go. Sure, maybe if it continues, but what is like the next line of order? Like, what can we do to help those people? Because a lot of the times, these people aren't criminals; they just need help.
Yeah. Well, some people, unfortunately, just got dealt a bad hand while they were born. Mm-hmm. Got to think about where all these babies coming from. Why all these chicks and all these dudes having babies they know they don't want
or can't afford.
That's another issue within itself. It's like, yo, you out here doing your thing with you fucking bitches not wrapping it up, and then you all pop up had like 5 babies you ain't even know about. Like, whoa. All right.
Nah, he not lying. Though. He not lying.
Like, yo, hold on, I ain't expect all that shit. Nah, fuck them kids. I'm out. Mm-hmm. What is the trick that's gonna lead to them fucking up, going to jail for the rest of their lives because you doing some fuck shit? But women too, fucking all these niggas, having all these babies and not giving a fuck and not caring about none of them. Them too. So it's a deeper, darker issue that people really don't want to talk about, because what they want to talk about on the media is not how to really fix shit. It's just talk about how to hyper
problems, just hyper
bullshit,
hyping up problems.
Because it's gonna start and end with us. Mm-hmm. That's how it has to be in order for us to really change. Mm-hmm. We're mad at a police force and a prison system that is not made or controlled by us, a government that's not controlled or made by us. If we really want to if people that actually care about that really want to change, they got to start their own government and own police force. Because you want to trust in the white government, they never going to see your best interest, because they know in history we was on top. Mm-hmm. That's what they're afraid of, us getting back on top. That's what all this shit is about, us getting back on top.
Right.
That's really all this shit is about.
And that's why, like, economics, I think, is so important, because when you have, access to wealth, you have access to resources, you have access to a network.
History. Right.
And so you vote with your dollars. If you putting your money behind a candidate, it's because they're fighting for or exemplifying what you want in your community. Yeah. And
you got to build your candidates nowadays, because most of these dudes you see on TV, they ain't fucking with none of y'all. They just lying to y'all with commercials. That's with good
telling
cameras.
You what you want to hear.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's telling you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. But they may even say what you need to hear, but they not honest. People hate Trump so bad because he was honest. Yeah. And he got in. What the fuck you expect?
Right.
What the fuck? Why was people so mad when he got in, when they try to say, oh, this isn't America? What are you talking about? That's exactly what America is. That guy. And people that fuck with that guy. Yeah. Wealthy, doesn't bother me.
Yeah, wealthy. And it should, like, it's okay to get angry at it, I think. But it's what you do after that. You get angry, like, okay, like, so now what are you going to do to put yourself in the people that are coming after you in that position, right? Like, sure, it's a trend of wealthy white men in these powerful positions, but what are we going to do at the end of the day to ensure that we are those people? And that when we walk into a room and we get a seat at the table, or even if we create our own table, we see us. We see, like, representation matters. And I think that's key.
I think that our elders are working towards that to an extent. Like, I went to the Black Symposium that was located at NC State, and that showed me a grander scale on what our people are doing in the ranks that they're at. So now they're in what, like their 50s, 60s. So a lot of the youth isn't going to really like be able to see them in action. But I know that they are taking action because there's no way that they would leave their legacy like that. I think that it would demoralize their entire standards. So now, how much, flack do they have with the youth? Not flack. Flack wasn't the word. How much clout do they have with the youth? That's definitely important because they see in the media how bad we're doing. So how much are they speaking to us? We know that they're not.
Kids look up to rappers.
Right.
And that's the thing. I saw this tweet by this real estate investor. Well, I won't say real estate investor because he actually tweeted like not long ago he hates when people call him just an investor. He wants people to call him a businessman. And he's like, when you see me walking around in Jordans or, pushing a Benz or, wearing Rolexes and shit, it's not for me. It's for kids because that's what they see and they pay attention to.
Right.
So it's cool that there's people in ranks that are doing stuff, but like you said, are they resonating with the youth?
However, I know that guy you just referenced said that, but when are you going to give these kids a new image?
That's true.
Because we've been looking at that shit for years, and what has it really done?
I mean, what is the new image though? Because we as Black people hold so many different images. I'm just going back to our conversation about how drill came from UK, right? I mean, this is completely different, but you kind of look at something like that, and the kids in UK don't have the same image as the kids here in the United States. So, are you saying a new image for Black people as a whole, or a new image for Black kids in America?
I would say another image for Black people as a whole. Now, that's not an easy feat at all.
That's very, very difficult. Yeah,
not
because
an easy feat at all.
Like even when we had a Black president, that didn't mean that every kid in America wanted to be a Black president.
Was he really for us? As much as it seems,
we know that. We know how that. we know the background behind that. But it's about the image right now, right? So what's being portrayed, right? Because we know that we come from a descendants of Black royalty, right? We have all of these pharaohs and huge monuments dedicated to us. I mean, you look all around the world, you find Black people. It doesn't matter where you go. So when a Black image, I think isn't a difficult thing to find. It's just the morals and ethics that we stand by as people. I think that's where.
And what are those now?
Our morals and ethics, they're so broken, because there's been distrust. There's been just a lot of bullshit that's happened throughout the years that a lot of us are tired of, and a lot of us just want to disconnect from our own realities. It seems easier. Seems easier to do it self.
It's funny that you say that because it reminds me of how I was listening to Joe Budden's podcast, and he was talking about the Diddy and Mace back and forth.
I saw that
just a couple weeks.
That was
ago.
crazy. That was disrespectful. I couldn't once Mace came out and he said what he had to say, I was like, so Diddy just been capping? Like, it just gave me an entirely different. And how can you cap for that long?
Like I was talking about earlier, though, that's the music business.
Right.
That's part of the music business. So what we were just talking about was we just brought up Diddy and Mace about how, because he was talking about how like our Black people's morals and values are broken, and it's so broken that we need repairing and trying to uplift. But then I'm bringing up Diddy and Mace. And
with that whole situation where Mace came out about that. Yeah, I mean, you have to think about it like. Music, like we talked about, music is a business, but it shouldn't be a business on the backs of your people.
That's how it's built, on the backs of our
because
people.
There's another instance where Pharrell and Khalees, I don't know if you heard about that, where it was supposed to be split 3 ways between Pharrell, the other producer, and her, and then she found out after tour, because she was getting so much money off of tour, she didn't realize that she wasn't getting a cut until after tour was over. And then when she stopped working with them because of that, they got upset, and they like did more kind of like undercover shit to her. And you just got to think about, like, I think it's like, it's a business, I understand it, but at what point does it become empowering people and bringing people along with you? Because you get a much bigger cut when you do that than when you do slick shit like that.
Yeah.
You can't make a dirty business clean.
Yeah, right.
And what I mean by that is, the music business from the start has been built on making money off people.
That's true.
In every sense of the word, making money off everything they do, and not letting them know that we're making money off of them. We're going to let them think that they're making all this money, but they're really not going to make what they're supposed to make unless they know.
Yeah.
And that's why it goes to show people like the long game, which is financial literacy. It's like, it's okay if you want to be an artist. It's okay if you want to be an athlete. It's okay if you want to do all these other things, if you want to follow your passion, but understand money first, understand business first. And when you understand business, then you can't get shorted like that.
That's right.
And it's when you have money, you have options. So, if I'm so financially fit, I'll say, if I'm so financially free, then I can go, like I said, I want to learn like instruments. I don't really have the time right now or really the money to say I'm going to chill on this and go learn an instrument full time. But if I'm so financially fit that I can take 12 months out of the year and not work, because I'm investing, I have passive income, I have portfolio income, and that's going into assets that are paying me back for my time, then I don't have to worry about all these other things. I could go do what I want to do. I could go be a musician if I want. I could go play in the NBA. Like Master P, he was an NBA player. We talked about this. Yeah. He's an NBA player. He has Rap Snacks. He just came out with Rap Noodles. He owns his masters. He has a whole luxury shoe brand. When you have money, you have options. Money gives you that freedom to pursue whatever it is that you want to do. And we're not teaching kids that. We're teaching them, go to school, get in debt, go get a job, go get a good job, not just a job, go get a good job with benefits, go pay off that debt, and get in the rat race. People rarely make it out of the rat race. They don't even know they're in the rat race. So we gotta, like, there's so many different ways, there's so many different solutions that people could say. But I think, like, the biggest thing is economics. There's a lot of different things that we could do as far as, like, mental health, family. People don't understand how important the family dynamic is in communities. Generational wealth, passing down assets, not trauma. But it starts with economics, I think, period.
I wouldn't just only say economics, but knowledge and history.
Right.
If people understood history more, it would make sense why certain things are going on in the world today. And of course, knowledge is power. Yeah. Everybody knows that saying, but nobody really listens and applies it. Yeah.
I disagree. Knowledge is powerful, but it's what you do with the knowledge, because you could read all the books in the world. Yeah, that's what you were saying. Yeah, but if you don't implement it, then yeah.
Because a lot of people think they or say they know shit, but they really don't act on or really know shit. So it's like, all right, knowledge is power. Yeah, I know this shit, but what are you going to do with the knowledge? And do you have the right knowledge that you need for what you're trying to do? Because you can know a lot of shit and really don't know a damn thing.
Yeah. And can you team up with others? Like I don't know how to do something. I have a dynamic with Jordan where we're a team, right? And like that doesn't happen in the community, where it's like people think they need to like do everything themselves. But I'm like, if you have a team of people, like this person does this person does that, this person does that, you come together, now you got a whole thing together, and that's how it works.
Yeah, so it goes like, so you're saying knowledge of economics and you're saying knowledge of history, and I would say knowledge of self, because that would allow us to come together. Mm-hmm. Because once you know yourself and you've broken down your own barriers, then you're able to connect with others, accept your reflection.
How do you think you should go about that, though?
knowledge itself is an in-depth process that I don't think many people can really teach. It's like you just have to. It's like a breakthrough of being tired of not knowing who you are. I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, I've read books. I mean, there's Know Thyself. There's 3 Magic Words. You know, a lot of psychological books that you just really need to dive into. You know, and that's really what it is. Meditate. You know, for real. Meditate.
One thing I will say about meditate, that doesn't work for everyone. I don't mean that in a bad way, but I just mean that in an honest way. It doesn't work for everyone. What I would say about the knowledge of self thing is live life. And I don't mean getting drunk, go out, party and shit. That's not what I mean by live life. Live life means, of course, get up day to day, do what you do, but figure out what you want to do. Try some shit. See what does and doesn't work. Fail, succeed. Yes. It's part of life. It happens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it's a fact, though. It's a lot of stuff in life you got to learn and go through, but it takes a while. You're not going to learn who you are in a day because you start out in a day. You're born in a day. So you got to learn how to walk. You got to learn how to crawl first, of course. You got to learn how to walk. You got to learn how to run, jog. You got to learn how to think. Got to learn what to know. But somebody has to teach you these things. And if somebody doesn't teach you, then you have to learn yourself, which could be a longer process in your journey. Then you got to figure out, all right, why does this shit happen? Why do my friends not fuck with me because of something I did that I thought I was good for myself? Or why do my friends not fuck with me and hate on me because I got more shit that they have?
They ain't friends.
Exactly. But why are these people that I thought that were my friends also would have turned against me and cause an issue? So it's a lot that you're going to have to learn through life by going. People going to teach you more about life than some of your parents may do by learning what to do and what not to do. Because that's a whole nother conversation within itself. But, you know, it's a lot that goes into that type of shit.
Right. And you have to, like, embrace that part of the journey, right? Like, not everything is going to be, like, success. Like, you got to go through shit. Yeah. That's how you learn. Like something like that, I like this quote by Myron Golden, because I went to this conference last summer, and he was talking about like down precedes up. We just talked about that too. And something he was saying, he was like, he did this example of like, what do you need? What is a tree? What needs to happen to a tree before it can become a tree? Or what needs to happen to a seed before it becomes a tree? And then everybody was like, oh, water, put it in the ground, sunlight. You know, it has to grow roots. And he was like, yeah, but like, in order for a seed to become a tree, the seed must be willing to cease being a seed first. And like, that was kind of dope because like, you have to willing to cease being who you are to grow into who you need to be, or whoever it is you envision yourself to be. A lot of times we have this like image of, yeah, I want to be this, or yeah, I want to be that, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. Are you willing to cease being who you are right now with the bad habits, the bad people around you, the bad environment, whatever, and take yourself out of that to become that?
Yeah, that was a great point.
Just a side note, I hated the idea of me rapping, but I ended up being a rapper.
Bars.
Hey, okay.
Chop bars. You got a freestyle?
You got some? Oh, you about to? Hey! Oh!
Somebody hit the clap. Hit the clap.
Nah, but on the serious note, I got y'all some other time, or maybe later. But on the serious note, though, like I at first, like before I even got into rap, I hated the idea of me rap. I was like, man. The fuck I want to be a rapper for? Trying to hoop.
Yeah.
But over the course of time, I ended up like, oh shit, I want to rap now. All right. Oh shit, it's a struggle process, of course. All right. But I know I can be nice. So we're just like, just going and keep getting better, just grinding and doing shit.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, it's a process, and like you said, it's a learning experience. And it's gonna be times in your life where you're gonna be down in the dumps, and you're gonna be sad, like, man, why ain't nobody fuck with me? Why I feel like this? Why is everything going bad? Because before everything gets better, it gotta get worse. So
Sometimes that's the truth. That's a fact.
Truly.
Yeah.
Are you willing to be bad at something long enough to get good? I'm ready to hear the mixtape. You got the, where the SoundCloud link?
Where the link at?
actually,
Big tune.
speaking of SoundCloud links, if you search Retro Dre on SoundCloud, you will find me on there and YouTube.
Retro Dre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is it all together?
Let me see. If it is an image of a face, look like he's screaming, that is me.
Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Got him.
RetroD.R.E.
That's what I figured it was going to be, too.
All right, I just followed. Ooh, 155.
Okay.
No, 53. Bet. That's fire.
So I heard y'all got a podcast
Indeed.
that y'all just started.
Indeed.
Yes.
Y'all want to talk about that a little bit? Y'all can.
Yeah, so it goes by to hire you. Its main purpose is to uplift us, speak on, self-empowerment and how we can grow as a community, and connecting with other people to, have different voices, express their inner outlook. That was a funny one. Their inner outlook on life. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's what it encompasses.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
I think, he really kind of summed it all up. It's just about connecting with other people. Like I said, I'm really big on collaboration. And so it's just creating a community where we see other people that look like us in positions of success, or, just Black excellence. And just reaching your fullest potential, the higher you reaching your fullest potential. You have a legacy to leave behind, so it's really big on legacy as well. In a way, it's our legacy, but it's allowing other people to share their stories too and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's dope. Because I never had like another podcast as a guest, so this is very interesting. This is the first time I've
We
ever
are honored, sir.
Indeed.
Yeah, this is the first time I ever had another podcast, so that's cool.
Podcast on podcast. So you gonna be our guest on the next one?
Yeah,
Cool.
no,
right.
truly, like that's not even a question.
Yeah, for real. All right.
So what's the setup looking like though?
What's the setup looking like?
Yeah, what's your setup looking like?
So right now we got a camera, which is
Yep.
my iPhone,
Boom.
on a little tripod,
Shit.
and then we got my tiny little baby microphone in front of the camera.
Yikes.
And we go like that. We just hopped on
Yup.
live on Facebook, and then what we
Boom.
do is we record the audio in the background. So we have the audio and the visual, and then we have two just separate sources of content.
Indeed.
So we release the audio as a podcast, and then we take the visual and break it down into clips and put it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to start recording video art shit again. I'm tripping. I got the camera over there in the corner and
For
shit.
sure, get the YouTube popping.
Yeah.
And you know what you should do? You should put your beats on the intros and the outros.
Yo.
That's what we're about to do with Jordan's music. Yeah,
Yeah,
Facts,
I'm doing that
facts,
already.
facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been
You
doing
on it?
You
You on it?
know.
I don't need to tell you.
Hey.
I don't need to tell you.
That's the point of me starting it. I always start every podcast. At least try to anyway, with a beat I made. So, and I was trying to get copyright claimed by YouTube anyway. So I was like, man, fuck this shit.
For real.
That shit was paying the ass.
That shit is annoying. OD. Yeah, that happened to me with one of my remixes, so I had to stop doing that shit.
Hell yeah.
I respect it.
That's why. That's really why I be trying to make my own shit because of that.
For real.
I'm tired of copyright claims. That shit is. I don't.
The worst.
Man, that shit is ass.
Yeah.
So y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about?
I think we covered everything really,
Yeah, we did.
and we got into it a lot beforehand too.
Yeah, we did. That's why I was like, oh wait, did we have anything that we didn't cover that we mentioned that we was gonna hold up for this?
We were talking about like ecosystems in music, as far as building a brand in music,
Right, we did
and like
say that.
examples of that.
I guess we can chat about that as the last topic, so we can just because I feel like it's important because a lot of people do shit, but they don't know how to brand themselves. Even me, to a degree, I know I don't know everything about branding. Like promotion and marketing is like my least aspect. I can create shit all day, but marketing that's an area I know I need work on. That's a fact.
Facts.
So it's just trying to figure out as a business person, how are you going to get your content to the group of people you want and how you think they want it and how they're going to receive it. Because everybody
I highly recommend .com and Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. Just a side note. Right. I read those two books and they get and Contagious by Jonah Berger. Please invest.
Right. Sound like she got some.
It's really dope. Sorry I interrupted, but
no, it's fine. Just basically, doing all that is trying to figure, all right, I want to get my content with this message to this people. Yeah. How am I going to do that and get the following behind it? Because as we all know, the algorithms switch up every day. And if you don't own your own platform and have people to drive to your own platform, everybody else making money off of you but you.
Yeah, facts.
So just like if you only got your shit on YouTube and through other websites, and you don't have your own website, it's like, damn, I'm good, but I can be at least better. They can get all my shit officially here. Right. And that's what I'm starting to see with all the bigger people that are doing content nowadays. I noticed that they're trying to feed people to their websites more than actually putting them to, hey, go look on YouTube, on the streaming sites. Go to my website. That's where you get all my shit at.
And building an email list, that's like, because now when you have that email list, like, that's yours, that those people, you know, you can export that. You could sell it. People sell their email list. So it's profitable. And that's like, you own that.
And you know who your customers are with the email list. I learned that. Shout out to Mike A. in my studios when I was interning last summer. He kind of, because I told him what I wanted to do was like own my own studio. He kind of helped me out with kind of setting up the framework. He was just chatting with me one day. He was like, you know how I kind of frame how the music business relate to one of most other businesses, car business.
Yeah.
Because in order to get people to come to your spot, you have to tell them why and find them.
Right.
And you have to know why and go search for them. It's like building the email list so they come back. Having a contact list so you can reach them and say, hey, you ain't been here a while. You still got some shit you want to make. What's up?
Yeah, right.
And then finding your customers. Because most of the time nowadays they're not going to find you unless it's word of mouth, which is always the best.
Yeah. That's Contagious talks about that. Word of mouth is the best marketing strategy in the world. Yeah. Because people, like, I wouldn't recommend something to Jordan that he's not interested in. So when you do word of mouth, it's like, you know, so that's perfect, like, for your business. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. I agree. It's, those books really, like, helped me figure out as far as, like, how I wanted to brand myself. And, like, people talk about, like, everything you do doesn't have to be monetized and, you know, shit. I don't want to be a brand, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I understand that, but at the end of the day, like, when you think about these big companies and stuff like that, I mean, you don't have to monetize everything, but you do want to have a couple streams.
Yeah, 100%.
Everybody's a walking brand now. We all got an Instagram. We all got a Twitter. We all got a Facebook. We're a walking brand. It's your choice if you choose to monetize or not monetize at this point.
Yeah.
Or else you giving, it's like a hoe giving her ass away for free. Like, what the fuck?
What an example.
Hey, with the sticks though.
Like, what the fuck is we talking about?
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna lie. I think that y'all covered some great things. I don't know if I got anything right now.
It's cool. It's cool. What do you think about your ecosystem as an artist?
Like how I can build it or how it's performing right now?
Or how do you see it in the future?
How do I see it in the future? I think that so I've been studying like how to service people, and I think that that's a big thing with being not only an entertainer but just a worker in general. Is how is your product or services gonna help others? So with my brand in the future, I wanted to have the ability to bring my community relief, however that is, you know. So I got like app ideas, I have like restaurant ideas, space ideas. Like it's not just a music thing for me. It's really a much larger project. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, so it's about like giving your community something to do. You know, at this point right now, I'm in the mid stages of, you know, having the concepts and then having the ability to do it, and having the money. So,
Right.
you know, I just say, you know, find something that you're good at that also allows other people to grow from, and once you have that's an ultimate brand. You know, that's really all it is.
Perfect.
Yeah, the only reason I made the clapping sound when you talked about it's not just about music, because that's how I also look at it too. Even though my, I guess, starting point in this content game was music, I also started out doing podcasts at the same time. Like that was at the same token. 2018, I started rapping and doing a DZN podcast. That's a fact. So it's not, and I always said I wasn't gonna rap long because I know what I got to say is gonna be enough to stretch out through a timeline that can reach forever. Because I don't like talking about bullshit. I never do. That's why I don't talk much.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
And if people could understand more that music is only a section of the battle of the success, and that's really not what makes the most money nowadays, people will understand, all right, what other skill or talent do I have that I can monetize off of? Because everybody got a talent or a gift. Excuse me, everybody has a gift.
Yeah.
And the talent's very talented at something. Find out what that is and monetize off of it.
Right.
Big facts.
Because a lot of people going to try to make money off you, but you make it off yourself.
Exactly.
So you can pay everybody else that's involved in your life and for the future.
Yep.
So
I totally agree with you. Big facts. Thank you for having us on here.
no problem. I said once again,
Hey.
I'm going to do it in reverse this time. Y'all go ahead and shout out y'all social medias and where people can find y'all at.
Ooh, okay. So Instagram, Jacari Riggins, Jacari Riggins. Same thing on Facebook. Same thing on Twitter, but _ at the end. And you can find my podcast, J Fit Audio Experience, on all streaming platforms, and you can find the Hire You on all streaming platforms.
Indeed. All right. So as far as my Instagram goes, as well as my Twitter, those are basically the only two social media platforms that I'm really on. I'll be making some more later, but you can find me at Jordan QYZ. So JORDAN QYZ. It's that simple. You'll find me on SoundCloud and YouTube under Jeye Q. That's JEYE Q. And make sure you put that space in between the Jeye and Q, because sometimes you might not find me if you don't put that space. All right.
And also the Hire You on Instagram at the Hire You.
That's a fact.
The U is just the letter U.
Just the letter U.
All right. And as always, you can find the DZN Podcast on YouTube, DZN Podcast Network, Instagram, Instagram, D.Z.N.podcast, Twitter, DZN Podcast, Facebook, DZN Podcast. And if you want to reach me, of course, it's RETROD.R.E on Instagram, RetroDre _ on Twitter. And I do have Facebook, but that doesn't matter at this point because I don't use it that
Obsolete.
much anyway. And you can find the homie Zoe at young _ Pluto08. And you can find the homie Nas at nv.z _. And you can also listen to the DZN Podcast on Spotify, YouTube, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, and wherever else you get podcasts. You already know. And for the outro, since they wanted to hear it so bad, we're going to play one of my old songs.
Hey! Lit!
So this is called Whatever You Want / The World Is Yours. This will be, may or may not be a part of the podcast. This may be part of DZN Radio also, so we'll figure that out later.
Okay.
But
Let's get it.
Go ahead and turn this up. It's old, so this mix might sound a little crazy. It's not bad. But,
Sorry.
yeah.
Drag it like a dragon, make it loose. Can't go up and down like you had it. Make it in, do what you want. Had to get into the end, beginning to the end, and you do what you want. It's not with the pump, it's not with the jump. And every day and night, wanna get it like the fight. Every day as a fight, and looking at your life. Had to get in, had to stay in, had to see again. Every night you be in, do what you want. I can't do it, I can't do it. Life of this instance, look at the different life and right with a strand of the face too in your lifespan. God damn, what the fuck are you supposed to do? What you do, what you not? What the fuck you gonna lose or gain from this situation at hand? I can do what I want, say what I want, and be what I want without consequence. And yo, I'm the ends. Shit, fuck the ends. Fuck your instincts of thinking not. And to think whatever you need is not to get popped or get locked or get shot over bullshit I did that next time. I do what I want, say what I want, and be what I want. Fuck your opinions, fuck your time straight, fuck everything you say and your mind straight. Cause I do what I want, say what I want, and be what I want. Fuck what you say and fuck what you do, cause I am who I am and I be who I am.
I do what I want, say what I want, and be what I want. Do what I do, cause I can, and I can't fuck with your opinion at hand. I can do whatever I want, cause I can be whoever I want, cause I am who I am, the one man in my own state. In the end, I say, I'ma get my tattoos, get these earrings up and down my body. I'ma get these people on the way that I got in the straight. How they fuck these bitches all night, so great. Wife this bitch, put a baby in her. Don't know if she love me, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just thinking about the ways I got back. In the future, in the past, don't give a fuck about.
Two-door coupe, hollering out like Jack in the Box, nigga, I'm gon' hit. The world is yours and everything in it. The world is yours and everything in it. The world is yours. The world is yours. The world is mine. The world is yours, look. Once again, in another day that passed in your life and it strays in your ways. I'm thinking about the world and think about my life, and it's bunch of bullshit going down alright. It's never going in my face, it's never going upscale. Just going down by the places that I love, hell. Shit, what the fuck is going on? I'm looking at the world like the fuck is going on. What's going on? Like Marvin Gaye said, singing every day the promise at hand and strand. You think about what your life gotta be about, what you gotta do about your ways, and you be about. Can't tell me what I have to do or what I wanna do and what I need to do. I make it on my own and have it on my own, and I strive on my own, cause I live it on my own. Cause the world is yours. The world is yours. The world is yours. The world is mine. The world is yours and mine. Do it all the time because I get it on my own other line. Cause the world is yours. The world is yours. Going back to 97, a young man was born. That was me. Once again, I'm on it. Had to learn through my own mistakes and my own fights every day. Now I get it on my own strays, and I make it go another way and make it go away. That ain't backwards on my ways. Now I'm paid, at least in my mind, but not fiscally. I'm living on my own, still seamlessly. What you think about? And my life about? Have it once again, and damn things, it's about me. Once again, I can't have the mindset going to the end because I'm thinking about my own life and myself too much. I gotta have a team to help me to get next up. Once again, I'm saying this is the word is mine and yours. What do you feel? The word is yours. The word is yours. The word is yours. The word is mine. In my time, once I think about the line, just a demo track. Once again, the word is yours and mine. Doing it all again, in my own rhyme. I can rap any second and rap any minute, but that don't matter, cause that ain't what this shit about. It's about the word that's yours and mine. Having to think my own times. The word is yours, is mine. Having to think about my own time. The word is yours, the word is yours. I think about it every day, the word is yours. The word is yours, the word is mine. Every day and night, that's the time. The word is yours and mine. The word is yours and mine. Do you mess up or do you correct it in it first? Day it lasts and you hurting. Hurting every day, hurting every night. Cause the world is going downhill. Once you see it's like, the world ain't yours. It ain't yours, it's theirs.
Because the world is yours or mine. Or have it in you that you want. Because the world is yours or mine. Or have it in you that you want in plus time. Once again, I'm thinking about this shit every time. But I can't do everything my own line. The world is mine. The world is mine. The world is mine. The world is mine. The world is mine.
The word is mine, the word is yours and mine. The word is mine, the word is yours and mine. The word is mine, the word is yours and mine. The word is mine, the word is yours and mine. The word is mine, the word is yours and mine. The word is mine, the word is yours.
And yeah, that was a old track by me called Whatever You Want / The World Is Yours. And if you want to find that, you can search retrod.r.e on SoundCloud and retrod.r.e on YouTube. Also, the track is on both places. So yeah.
Okay. Nah, that was actually really dope.
Did you produce those?
Oh hell no.
I was about to say.
I was about to say that.
That production was crazy.
Nah, it was. Yeah, the quality of everything is really great, and the structure kind of gave me a Mick Jenkins vibe.
You know, when you remember Damon, who you saw the day you came in here, dude with the dreads?
Yes.
He said that same shit when I played him this.
Yeah. That's the vibe that it
Mick
gives
is my
off.
favorite rapper, so.
Yo, he's great. you're not hitting those bars like Mick, but
But
the vibe, you have that vibe.
Said.
And the like the what you want to put out into the world is that vibe. So I really liked it. I liked the structure. The quality was great. It's a pretty good song, bro. I'm not gonna lie. How old is it?
So this came out last year sometime. Okay. Last year summertime. Yeah, last summer like August, September-ish. Okay. Around the area. Yeah.
All right.
But I made that shit in like earlier last year though. So I just put it out later because I want to know how to mix it first. Yeah. Because I knew what I had when I had that shit. I was like, whoa, hold on. I'll hold that one.
Yeah.
Nah, the mixing and effects are great.
It's quality.
Mm-hmm.
Quality.
For real.
But this is the end of the DZN Podcast. I hope you appreciate this whenever you listen to this, every morning, noon, night, afternoon, evening, whenever you're listening to this. We appreciate y'all, and we hope y'all come back for the next one. I am Dre, here with my guest, and this is the end of the DZN Podcast. We out.